better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that'll do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk make the body feel good like a hot bath. You niggas hot ass, your music stays for real. Blizz get it, next on that like a Navy deal. Big guns, we got big guns like the Navy SEAL. It was all a dream like Biggie till I made it real. You niggas changed for real.
Yeah, what's good, y'all?
What's good?
It's your boy DJ Do You in the building.
I'm your boy Busy Jones.
It's Trendy Debates. So, man, let's get right into the mix. Shout out to Christy Marie. Hope she's doing all right.
Yeah, I think when Buffalo did they drive-by last week, and then Andrews did what he did to them, inflicted wounds, I think she's in the hospital right now, suffering from internal issues right now. So she's gonna need some time to recover, probably a whole year until she'll need a whole year to recover. So we send our prayers, our condolences out to the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson and all the guys. We wish you the best of luck on the off season, whatever moves you plan to make, and we hope to see you back next year. Until then, come sit on the couch with the Jets.
Damn.
And watch the Super Bowl and watch everything else.
It was
like I said.
We never even talked about those games, did we? Like the aftermath.
No, I mean, let's get into these games short and simple, real quick.
Yeah.
I think that game doesn't fall on Mark Andrews. Okay, that game falls on Lamar Jackson. Once again, Lamar is one of the greatest quarterbacks I think, but he puts too much on himself. Because the fumble that happened, you have a good drive, you get to your 20-yard line. Instead of taking the sack, you're trying to force the issue to break loose from a tackle that he has your leg. You're not escaping with these defensive linemen coming. Instead, you try to force the break a tackle, you fumble the ball, 60 yards the other way. Now Buffalo's on their 20. Early interception.
All right, go ahead. No, finish up because I got a rebuttal for it. Go ahead.
Just an early interception. Early interception. You can't go in there first possession, and throw a pick. You can't. Second possession and throw a pick. This is not how we operate. And second possession and throw a pick. He was 2 plays in and he threw a pick. This is not how we operate, bro. So I'm not gonna go Mark Andrews all the way over there. I'm not gonna do that. The Chiefs game went exactly how we thought it was gonna go. Anything they did, anytime somebody touched Patrick Mahomes, flag. I'm gonna say like this: Baltimore. As much as we wanted to say the refs was gonna beat Baltimore, Baltimore beat Baltimore. The refs beat Houston.
Yeah,
that's how you short it up. That's how we're gonna shorten it up for me.
I mean, I just think that Baltimore lost as a team. It was a lot of things that went on. Lamar Jackson didn't play well in this first half. He played well in the second half, but Andrews, I mean, what do receivers do? What are they supposed to do? What's their main?
They're supposed to catch. Run routes and catch.
There you go. There you go. He's supposed to catch that. He's supposed to catch that 2-point conversion. You can't fumble the ball in midfield.
That's true.
He and any Baltimore Raven fan that says that, if he would have caught the ball, like the game would have been tied. I think John Harbaugh made some mistakes as well, because going for the 2-point conversion, if he would have just kicked the field goal or extra point, I should say, and then kicked it, and when they scored, they wouldn't have had to go for 2. They would have just kicked the extra point and the game would have been tied. But also, there was a minute left. Over a minute and something change left with 2 timeouts. Buffalo just needed a field goal to win the game. I'm pretty sure Buffalo would have kicked the field goal and won the game. So that's just a quick breakdown of that. This thing with the refs is never going to die until Kansas City loses. If Kansas City goes on for the 3-peat, they're going to keep the thing with the ref. I feel like it's like with the Lakers back in the day when people felt like the NBA was cheating and stuff.
They was cheating though. They were cheating.
Exactly.
They were cheating.
Exactly. So, and another thing, what's so funny? imagine if LeBron, right? Imagine if LeBron won a chip and they found out the refs was cheating and how much flack he would get. They never bring that up for Kobe. Ever. Never. All you Kobe stands of the Republic of Kobe stand, I call it. All you Kobe stands?
Yeah.
Y'all gotta revisit that history. So that was a side note on that. But yeah, man, Kansas City, I feel like the whole United States of America, except for the probably Missouri and Kansas, are going for the Bills today.
I'm be real with you. I'm rooting for the Chiefs.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
But listen, it pisses me off that I'm rooting for them because I know you are there because, last week it was blatant. You can see, bro, the calls these refs were calling were wacky. Like, it was open and broadcasting daylight. Yo, this is a little crazy. But I am going for the Chiefs because, not even about the three-peat. It's not about the three-peat. It's about upsetting the three-peat. Can Jalen Hurts upset the three-peat, or can the rookie upset the three-peat? It'll go down in history for the rookie to upset the three-peat. Think about that. Think about that. The rookie that I said had the same, almost as good as year as Lamar Jackson. Hold on, you see me? You see me? Yeah. Look at me, Jimmy. Yeah. So the same guy that I said would have a career, had one season just as good as Lamar Jackson his rookie year. You could compare it to Lamar Jackson's MVP, one of his MVP years, right?
Last year.
He's going to he could possibly go to the Super Bowl and upset Patrick Mahomes. Let's bring back history a little bit. Who upset Patrick Mahomes? Who was Patrick Mahomes' only Super Bowl loss against?
Tom Brady in the Bucs.
Who was his first playoff loss against?
Tom Brady.
Who was his first AFC Championship loss against? So what I'm saying is, right, it's the young guy, even though Patrick Mahomes is still young, Jaden Daniels is that young guy that can come in, kind of readjust history again, man. It can happen.
Somebody was giving me some takes like before the game, and it was Christy, and she was saying it's gonna be the Chiefs and the Eagles again. And I'm kind of starting to lean towards that because
Andy Reid was doing three-peat on his old team.
Right, but they not gonna beat them. The Chiefs ain't gonna beat the Eagles. Eagles are gonna. It's like when the Eagles played the Patriots, they lost to the Patriots. So basically the Chiefs are the new Patriots.
Got you. So they lost to Don McNabb's Eagles, lost to Tom Brady's Patriots, but Nick Foles and them didn't lose to them.
Right. So the second time they played each other, they lost. I could see that happening, man. But I would love to see. I feel like the Bills Mafia is probably top 5 fan bases in sports. I'm gonna go sports. If you really want to look at it, man, New York got some of the most loyal fan bases. You got the Knicks.
We do.
Knicks is probably top 5 fan bases, no matter how bad the Knicks are.
Bad they are.
They don't care, man. Sold out arena. It's go New York, go. And
21 and 52 New York Knicks sold out
us out there. They're gonna give us some flack. They're gonna be like, man, Busy and do you suck, man. But next year.
Yeah.
So the Knicks fan base is up there. Bills Mafia, they've been riding with the team. Yo, you know how bad they want to move that team to somewhere where it's probably good weather or somewhere.
I know. They want to go badly. Bro. They want to go badly.
The fan base is so enamored by the organization and the team. I won't even say the organization. They just love the team.
They love the team.
They don't got nothing else. The Sabres, 40 years of life, the Sabres ain't never been good. So they don't
never.
They used to have the Clippers. The Clippers were there before we were even born.
Bro,
that's the only team they really have in Western New York.
Yeah.
And
if they go right now, we're gonna have to have a lot of humans on suicide watch in Buffalo area.
Now, this is the point that I'm gonna make. Like, we kind of heard her take on it. I feel like, the Bills, they about to get a new stadium, man. How do we get these new stadiums paid for and stuff? You got to
about to get a new stadium.
Super Bowl.
They are gonna have a closed-in stadium next year, or not next year. Within a couple of years,
it's like
they have a closed-in stadium.
Is it even worth it for them to make it to the Super Bowl and lose? Is that like crushing? Like, for them to lose a 5th Super Bowl?
Yo, you want me to be real with you? I think if Buffalo goes to the Super Bowl, they're winning. It don't matter who they're playing. I believe if they get to the Super Bowl, they're not going to be that team that get to it. Oh, we finally got there. Bro, you lost 4 in a row.
4.
I was alive to see this. I was alive to see 4 in a row.
I was
watching them with my Aunt Anne-Marie. Bro, watching them with my Aunt Anne-Marie. Watching them with my dad. Watching them with my Aunt Anne-Marie, my Uncle Terry the 3rd time. Watching them with my mom. Bro, I remember watching all these Super Bowls as a kid with family. And every time my family rooted for Washington, except for my dad. My dad didn't root for no Washington. He's a Giants fan. Yeah, he's the 92 Giants is on the license plate, my boy. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. If you bring right now, my dad probably don't want to watch the NFC East game today.
I know.
He probably gonna throw a movie on for that.
The only thing worse could be the Cowboys being in it.
What?
Yeah.
Boy, man, my dad will lose his melancholy.
The Giants rivalry is more to Philadelphia, right?
I don't think it is. I think it's always been Dallas,
Cowboys
man.
And the Redskins are the Cowboys and Indians, and they always that's like a big rivalry. It's the Redskins or
that's like a Thanksgiving game. I get it. Nah, I gotta go with Giants Dallas, man.
You think so?
If we take a toll, unless you became a Giants fan in the last 10 years, then you might say Washington, or Philly. You might say Philly, but if you've been a Giants fan since the 80s or before, they're gonna say Cowboys. We don't like them. We hate Emmitt Smith. We don't like Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, fucking Tony Romo, Terrell Owens. They don't like none of them. Deion Sanders probably.
For us, as Jet fans, people would say that our rivals are the Patriots, but it's really the Dolphins is our rival.
How you say that? Well, why would you say that?
It's because it's it's deep rooted. So going back to the 60s and 70s, the Jets and the Dolphins was more of
Dan Marino,
before our time. But
Dan Marino days.
I'm just saying Joe Namath, and then the Dolphins was undefeated. Yeah. The Jets won the first Super Bowl for the AFC, so they was rivals back then. Then you had the Dan Marino versus the Sack Exchange, and then you had the Wildcat. They switched I think they switched quarterbacks a few times. I think the Jets had Chad Pennington. He went to the Dolphins. The Jets had Fitzpatrick, and I think he went to the Dolphins. I could be wrong.
He did. He went to. Fitzpatrick played in every. Fitzpatrick played in every team in the AFC East besides the Patriots.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I think that's a good segue to talk about some of the coaching hires. We had the longtime defensive coordinator for the, I don't even want to say long time, but defensive coordinator for the Detroit Pistons, Aaron Glenn, former first-round pick in 1994 New York Jets.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah, what did I say? Pistons?
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. Pistons was on my mind because they doing good this year.
Yeah, but they messed my parlay up. They almost clipped my parlay last night.
The Detroit Lions defensive coordinator is now the Jets head coach, former first round pick for the New York Jets. What do you think about it? How do you feel about that?
I feel reason why I feel good about him is because our offense is always been up in the air. Do you hear what I'm saying? We have to spend the money we got to get free agents to sign guys. I believe him being a defensive minded coach, people like Hassan Reddick, DJ Reed, people that want to go out to explore stuff because they're tired of the same culture. Now they see a new awakening. Not for nothing, a black quarterback coming. I mean, a black head coach coming in. He's going to try to get us paid. He's going to get incentives for us. He's going to get us bonuses if we need to, but we got to put the play in. I believe Hassan Reddick will come back. DJ Reed will reconsider leaving. I believe a lot of our defensive players that we lost last year to injuries. Jermaine Johnson, I believe, was one that we lost to injury. There's a couple of guys that we like. Sauce Gardner, I believe he makes him as a defensive coordinator come in. He makes all their job easier, but he makes them work harder. Do you get what I'm saying? By working harder, their job becomes easier. You got people come back from injury. He has the Detroit Lions defense again with the Aiden Hutchinson. You get what I mean? When you got Hassan Reddick and the McDonald Juniors and the Jermaine Johnsons, we got to work on our linebacker core outside of Quincy Williams, CJ Mosley. I don't know what's going on with him, but like we got to work on them. I think our linebacking core and re-signing DJ Reed and Hassan Reddick is our biggest things right now. We need to do with Aaron Glenn coming in.
And how do you feel about?
And Aaron wants Aaron.
Does he want?
He wants Rodgers to come. He wants him to come back. Back. Like why wouldn't you want Rodgers to come back? You go get a offensive minded coordinator that likes to do the spread offense with Aaron. You hear what I'm saying? Get him somebody that's new, fresh. No Nathaniel Hackett. Get him somebody that's new, fresh, that wants to work on creative. Yeah, get him out of here. Bring Aaron back, because when you bring Aaron back, you bring Devontae back. Now, my only thing is with that is we have to feed Garrett Wilson there at that point. So Aaron Glenn has a lot of things on his plate to come in with, but I feel like the blueprint is there, man. It's every piece is right there that wants to be there is there. Pull them back in. Let them know it's going to be a different culture with you there. But I like that pickup, especially for us.
All right. So those were all the points that I wanted to bring up. You pretty much nailed everything. How do you feel about our former offensive coordinator back when Rex Ryan was our head coach, Brian Schottenheimer?
That's my guy.
Hired as the Cowboys head coach.
That's my guy. But yo, listen, Brian got put in the best situation with the quarterbacks he had. His game schemes were his dad, bro. Yeah. Like his schemes were his schemes was top tier. To me, the run guy to build the run game up, A gap, B gap, traps, stretches to the play action fakes to the quick routes to the bro. His schemes were crazy. We just had bad quarterbacks when he was there. But we still did numbers with him with Rex as deep. We still did kind of good with him there. You hear what I'm saying? So, but him being as Dallas, I feel like is a good look because he's been there before with a great quarterback and one great wide receiver, and he's been there before. But I feel like he's still missing some pieces. But it's a good look. Side note: Jerry Jones is going broke. Who cares? There's no way, man. You won't pick up. So you don't want to spend no money for nobody, huh?
Yeah, he don't care, man.
You don't want to you don't want to spend no money on nobody no more because you done failed with Mike McCarthy. You done failed with all these big name coaches and these legendary coaches that used to play for Dallas. You done failed with all of them. So now you're like, you know what? He was probably drinking when he made that call. Not to dish Schottenheimer, not to dish, but not. But he was. This is not a Jerry Jones call, bro. Somebody is now took it over for Jerry because that's not a Jerry Jones call.
I feel like what happened with Jerry Jones is that he thought he could back Mike McCarthy in the corner, and
it didn't work.
McCarthy was going to take whatever Jerry said, but it ended up McCarthy had actually other options. I think they kind of used his interview or first. Let's just back it up. The Bears wanted to interview McCarthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones turned him down and said, "Nah, you can't interview my head coach." all the while not extending his contract
at all.
So he got this guy in limbo. You blocking jobs for him if you're not going to hire him as the coach. So McCarthy and his agent decided that they didn't want to come back as the head coach. Now, Ben Johnson ends up signing with the Detroit Lions. Offensive coordinator ends up signing with the Bears.
They're gonna be Side note, sorry, it's gonna be bad.
I'm gonna say it now. McCarthy's gonna end up signing with the Saints. That job is still open, and I can see him going to the Saints. I was gonna say it was either gonna be the Saints or the Jaguars, but the Jaguars ended up hiring Cohen, the offensive coordinator from the
Tampa.
Buccaneers. Yeah, I forget his first name, but I know his last name is Cohen. I'd have to look up his freaking first name. But so that's kind of the coaching carousel and where it stands right now. There's still the Tennessee hasn't selected a coach yet, but they did get a general manager. That's weird that they don't have a coach yet because they have the first pick. I mean, there's still a lot of time before the draft. We're going to see what they're going to do. I think they're going to take Cam Ward as the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of things can happen between now and the combine. So Mike Berganzi is the general manager that they selected. The Jets also. Oh, of course, we forgot about Mike Vrabel going to the Patriots. That's a big hire. I think that's
and they also got
bring the Patriots back.
And they also got Josh Daniels back as offensive coordinator.
Right. Yep.
So Patriots can be back in the mix.
Robert Saleh signs with the 49ers as the defensive coordinator.
He's coming home.
He came from, so he's going back home there. The Jets also signed a new general manager, Darren Mogi. I don't know anything about him.
No, I know he's a young boy. He's a young, not young generation. I don't want to say young. I want to say young. He's a young mind coming in. So he's got the youth team building, picking the right spots, right positions, and everything. Right people for right positions. So I like him. I read a little bit about him. So he's known for pulling out some good things from places that people from
What's
places.
What's up
man.
with the Jets in Denver? He's coming. I guess he was over in Denver. What's up with the Jets in Denver? They keep having a little bit of a rivalry there. Like you had when Sean Payton came in, he was dissing
on Hackett.
Nathaniel Hackett, he was shitting on him. So then they had the game where they played each other
and scored 9-10.
The Jets beat them, and then this year they put the shoes to the Jets.
Word.
Denver had a great season. Now, let me ask you this question because this is something that I had. I kind of just been thinking about it. It's like, does the regular season matter anymore in sports?
You know something? That's a good question. That is a good question. I'm gonna say yeah, for a couple of reasons, but two mainly. One, because we want to see who's the best players consistently. Then two, we want to say when we get to the playoffs to be like, well, they did all late in the playoffs, I should say. When we get late in the playoffs like now, or last week, even when it was 4 teams last week, just to see who won. No, 4 teams this week. Just to see who win this week. We get here with Detroit Lions. All that hype during the regular season, we had us all gassed. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had us all gassed, thinking it was going down. Minnesota Vikings. Shit, y'all started out looking crazy. We thought it was going down. Green Bay Packers. You see how them boys is lighting up here and there? Look like Brett Favre. Look like an old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You let us down. You think Malik Neighbors came in, and even with players, Malik Neighbors, we don't know if you're going to have a good season. That boy came in there and showed out a little bit.
He did his
but if we don't have the regular season, we don't see that. Even with listen, Side note, rear bar, Tyrone Tracy, running back for the Giants. What are the Giants going to do at running back? Damian Pierce? Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, or no, the Singletary, right?
Yeah, Singletary. Yep.
Singletary. We think David Singletary. Then he gets hurt. Oh, Giants are done. Then you got this Tyrone Tracy kid. Who the fuck? Who's this kid? Now we got something to look forward to because these little gems are coming out during the season. You know what I'm saying? So the season is good because you need to see the gems, the stars that have some light to them, that can bring it, that you can see, oh, this team can build off of them. This team can build around them. Or this is a good addition to this team. So the season is worth it, but then it's not because it's like, come playoffs, right?
Yeah.
4 teams left, bro. Washington Redskins. Do you? 6 years ago, could you have told me the NFC least would ever have 2 teams in the NFC Championship game?
I mean,
5-6 years ago, we used to call the NFC East the NFC least.
But I mean, if you go back and think about it, the NFC East had 3 teams win the Super Bowl in a row.
I get that. When we talk about season,
every dog gets his day, so to speak. So
yeah.
Let's say like the NFC Central, which was a powerhouse this year. Just a few years ago, it was shitty. The Bears were shitty. The Lions was shitty. The Vikings was teetering, and the Packers was decent. So, like, I think the Packers might have made the playoffs at like 9-7 or 9-8, or you know what I mean. So it's been it all rotates. Just like this last year, the 49ers division was tight. It could have went to almost any of those teams, but there's been a time where the 49ers just dominated that shit.
That's true.
Now, when we say NFC least, I think that more so it doesn't go to the I don't think it goes to the NFC side, it goes to the AFC side because it's the AFC least because nobody has won the thing. Buffalo has taken it over since Tom Brady left, but none of those teams are good. You got the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots.
Bro, SportsCenter used to call NFC East the NFC least. We got the name from SportsCenter. We didn't make this name up. They got no discredit for SportsCenter is the greatest show ever, one of the greatest shows ever. But we're saying this is where I got as a youngin. I used to hear this. Not even youngin, NFC least. There used to be one team. It'd be like, yo, if you win, it used to be between Dallas and Philly. There was really no Washington Giants. We would never consider Washington Giants. I think the Giants made it a couple of years ago.
No, the Giants were a factor though, man. The Giants were
when
the Giants were a factor just 20. I say from like 2006 to like 2014.
Were those Eli years?
That's 10 years ago. But
were those Eli years?
Right.
Okay. So in that case, we might as well just say our Jets were something too because they made the AFC Championship game within 10 years ago, right? No, I'm lying. No, 15 years ago.
No, when they had Rex Ryan, they were a factor, man.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying. We can't go off of what they used to. We're saying right now, no one expected the NFC East to have two teams in the AFC Championship.
No, definitely. I mean, everybody expected Philadelphia to be a good team this year.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Nobody
not so much
Washington to get
at all.
No
at
way.
all.
No way. But you could even ask Corey Carpenter when they got Jaden Daniels, and I seen Daniels play for the Redskins in the preseason. I said, "Yo, bro, y'all got something," and he can attest to that. I was like, "Yo."
No, I remember we had a take on that. You told me that they got one. I want to apologize because if we can go back to this earlier show, you was like, "Yo, Washington got one," and I said,
"Did I say that on here?" Okay,
you did. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you how my rebuttal to that. That's why I want to owe you an apology and Jaden Daniels because my rebuttal to that was RG3 2.0. All that hype. Remember RG3 2.0 where he gives us all that hype and then falls apart. You know what I'm saying? RG3 didn't get this far in his rookie year.
No,
do you hear me?
I mean,
he didn't get this far.
Hurt. He had a chance.
He got to the playoffs. His rookie year and shit.
Got hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah, that damn knee fell apart on him. They made that boy play with that damn badass knee. Knee just fell apart on him from the
that
down.
was Shanahan in them.
Yeah, just bro. They literally when they say ran him to the dirt, bro, they should have never played him that game, bro. They should have never played RG3 that game. They should have just let him sit it out. But y'all want to win a playoff game so bad. Y'all put a boy with a torn ACL in, and that boy, bro, the shit when he went to move off of it, from the knee down, just looked dead.
Yeah,
just looked like a lint. I said, nah, man, y'all ruined that man's career, and he ain't been the same since.
Nah, he was never the same.
But perfect segue into our games today.
Okay, first game: Eagles, Commanders. Commanders at Philadelphia Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field. It's going down 3 p.m. today. Shout out to my boy Maine.
Big bro, man, Corey Carp, Blake Jr.
Yeah,
got a couple of them boys in the building. Damn, man. My boy George Campbell, my boy George, he's a big Bills fan, heavy on the Bills Mafia. Fucker, I mean, I had to throw him in there because he told me to shoot him on the show, even though we're not talking about that. He told me to shoot him on the show. He's a big Bills fan. And he says that he wants Bills Eagles. He wants the Eagles, he said. So I want to root for the Eagles, bro, because it's my brother's favorite team and it's my guy's George's team. But Jaden Daniels, man, like I feel like Jaden Daniels
upset.
Listen. Let me explain why I feel like it's going to be an upset. Oh, listen, a couple of things has to happen for it to be an upset. Okay,
right.
We have to more force Jalen Hurts to be a QB. Not to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley and let Saquon do Saquon stuff. They have to make Jalen Hurts be a QB. Do you hear what I'm saying? Get in the pocket, pass the ball around. They got to really make him do that. Do you hear what I'm saying? If they can do that, and Jaden Daniels does not turn the ball over, throwing reckless passes down the field, trying to force it to Scary Terry, or you know what I mean? If they can not do that, Washington can pull off the upset.
Okay. I mean, heart of hearts, right? I want to see Buffalo versus Washington. A rematch, 1992 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But the realist in me is I don't think that's gonna happen. I think, damn, man. I hate to say this, bro. It's gonna be Kansas City and Philly. And Kansas City and Buffalo is gonna be a phenomenal game. And I really want Buffalo to win, man, but Kansas City's gonna beat them on some last second shit, like they have always done.
Bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're gonna see the Buffalo Washington Super Bowl like you want. Buffalo's not going to leave it. We're gonna see Josh Allen possessed today. Possessed. You hear what I'm saying? You're gonna see him on steroids. It wasn't Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens that he had to beat. They had to beat him. He has to beat Mahomes. That's the game he wanted. Yeah. He didn't want that. He didn't really want the Lamar game. He wanted Mahomes' game. That's the game he wants. Josh Allen wants the Mahomes game. He wants to say, well, if they had the refs on their team, we didn't see him because we blew him out. We went in there and put our foot on their neck. That's what he wants to say. Josh Allen wants to be that guy to say, I beat both these dudes in this year. Yep. Like Lamar was supposed to do. Yeah. Lamar was supposed to beat Josh Allen and Patrick. Josh Allen now can beat Lamar and Patrick and then go on to get to a Super Bowl. I want to say, hold on, what was going to do? Heart of hearts, Buffalo versus Washington.
Buffalo.
But we know.
To be honest with you, that's what I picked on my FanDuel. I got Buffalo +7, and I think I got Washington plus 12.5. So I'm looking for them to keep it close in those two games. I also went with I want to say the over I went with the under 65.5 for both games. So 54.5 for the Commanders and Eagles, and then 65.5 for the for the Chiefs and Buffalo.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I threw some other stuff in there to make it lucrative, but
yeah. I mean, but if we're taking the picks, take the picks.
I had $150 bonus bet from FanDuel, so
yeah, I'm gonna see what bonus bets I got on mine and use them. But if anything, I'm gonna go with Josh Allen anytime touchdown, a James Cook anytime touchdown, Kareem Hunt touchdown, Travis Kelce touchdown.
Okay.
Buffalo 5 plus 5.5.
Buffalo plus 5.5. Washington. What would you take Washington?
Well, I would take Washington. I would take Brian Robinson Jr. touchdown, Scary Terry a touchdown, Saquon, Jalen Hurts, and I would take Washington 6.5 plus 6.5.
Plus 6.5. That's the spread right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Force me to beat you by the touchdown.
All right, so man, I gotta get out of here. I didn't realize I gotta go get it.
I gotta
get a gift for this damn party, and then my son gotta get picked up. He talking about he got practice at 1.
Yeah. I got this boy want to go get 100 jump shots up before practice at the YMCA, and then I'm gonna bring him over to practice. So once again, shout out to the Kingston JV team, varsity team. They put in the work, man. I came in there the other day, man, and seen your boy up there putting up shots. Your boy got a smooth release, man. If I was him, I'd be out there gun chuck.
What happened?
Your son's release? Yeah. I'd be out there. If I had his release at his age, they would have called me gun chuck. Bro, because this shit is so just.
Yeah.
It's just it looks like it's going in every time. I swear. I
like that he's got to the mid range a lot more this year.
Yeah, bro. If anything, what I would want to tell your son, bro, is that downhill scoring could be his bag,
right,
bro.
Right.
But when he got a midi, the downhill scoring, like once you get into off around the pick, downhill scoring. Yep. Oh my! Because of his length, his arm. Link side to left to right,
like a rubber band, like it just goes further,
bro.
It's like his arms is so long, so
he just look like it's like he never extends his elbow all the way. Like
it's crazy.
There's a joint in his elbow that just get. But bro, his downhill scoring, bro, would be so crazy. Like I'm watching him, like yo, man, that's crazy. Him, and I like the one number 14. Light skin, but his defense, his defense brought them back in the game against Shin. His defense, when he locked in, his defense brought them kind of back in. Like Millie
and the varsity Shin is number 5 in the state.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yo, man, they came in looking like they were scrubs too. I said, look at that. They about to get handled.
Right.
Yo, I ended up leaving for that game. What happened?
They lost. Kingston lost to them, man.
Damn.
I think they pulled away by like 10 points in the fourth quarter. Shout out to Kingston. They won yesterday versus Ossining. Big victory. I think it's over 20 points. Pretty much emptied the bench in the fourth quarter. So
yeah, they had
boys, and then the Kingston girls won this past week also. So shout out to the Kingston basketball. Season's winding down. I think we got 4 more games left.
I didn't know Shin was number 5.
Number 5, bro. They had this one dude, man. Number 14 or number 11. Ratchet. Yo,
number 15 though. I could tell that them boys can shoot because number 15 on JV, he was just like. And he did this when he did this. I said, nah, he's feeling himself a little too much.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they breed shooters, obviously.
Because I got to go pick this kid up from Saugerties and then drop another one off. So daddy duties at his finest. So we out of here, y'all. Check in with us during the games, though. We'll be going back and forth on Facebook, talking about play by play, giving our reactions and all that. So,
got you. Let's get it.
All right.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Got straps, you don't want smoke, you better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that I do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk make the body feel good like a hot bath. You niggas hot ass, your music stay for real. Blizz get it, next on that like a Nike deal. Big guns, we got big guns like the Navy SEAL.